Mrs. Marvel watched from her open front door as they unloaded and humped the purchases up the staircase. Lou waved, but Ruth Marvel didn't wave back. Alice was whining again and didn't stop until Pippa stepped inside. It took a couple of hours to unbox everything, George's pocket knife their only tool, and to assemble the table and bookcase and cart the boxes down to the recycle bins and mount the curtains and scour the place clean. Alice was anxious, skittering from place to place as if she'd taken catnip, so they closed her off in the bathroom. It was late afternoon by the time they were done. Having had nothing to eat since breakfast, they were all sweating and irritable. George and Pippa sat perched at the end of the bed, Pippa immersed in her phone. George reached out and laid a palm on her thigh. "Hey, Pips, give me a rhythm." It was their go-to game. She would tap a rhythm for him to replicate, which he could almost never do. She frowned up at him, cowled and separate. "Not now, Dad. Last chance for a while." "I said not now." George shrugged. "Okay, but you might regret it." "How about we get some takeout and go to the beach?" Lou suggested, thinking it might cool and calm them. "Mom, can I talk to you?" Pippa guided Lou into the bathroom and closed the door. There was barely room in there for the two of them plus Alice, and the towel rack jabbed Lou's back. "I think you guys should leave. No offense, but I just..." Lou hesitated. "If that's what you want. I have to figure things out by myself." "I know, honey. You're right. We'll go. It has nothing to do with not loving you. You know I love you." "Of course." "Thanks, and..." "What?" "Please don't be calling me all the time, okay?" "Can I text?" "Yeah, sure, but not constantly." Lou nodded, because what else could she do? "Hey, where's your necklace?" Lou fingered her chest and pulled the silver chain from under her collar. "It's here." It was a modest, inexpensive silver chain with a tiny placket bearing her initials, LMV, Lupe Maria Vasquez. The name Vasquez having been handed down through generations of women, grandmother, daughter, Lou, the granddaughter, and even Pippa, the great-granddaughter, though George had insisted on Pippa's last name being Barnes, so she had ended up with a ridiculously long name, Philippa Adrian Luz Vasquez Barnes. When Lou was born, this necklace was given to her mother, eventually intended for Lou. Linda, Lou's mother, passed it on to Lou on her 8th birthday, when she decided Lou was old enough to wear simple jewelry, and Lou had been wearing it ever since. Even when she wore the showy ruby sapphire and diamond-studded necklaces George had given her, this simple chain hid beneath them, like a dog tag telling others who she was. She often rubbed it in times of stress, feeling it as a repository for memories, reminding herself, "This is who I am." Once George had offered to have it embossed with Lou's new final initial, B, for Barnes, but Lou declined. What a disconnect. Pippa had brought her into this enclosed space where their bodies were only inches from each other, in order to tell her to back off, and yet she was concerned that Lou might have lost the necklace. Pippa turned away and stared into the sink, exposing the unshaven side of her head with its tufts of pale brown hair drifting like wind-blown beach grass. Her head, Lou thought, was a powerful emblem of her personality. The shaven side, evincing control; the unshaven side, chaos. When they left the bathroom moments later, Lou found herself still nodding, up and down, robotic and heartfelt. "Yes, yes, yes. Whatever you want, however much you reject me, I will always say yes."